Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Railed. It's by Wargem LLC, and it's has not been released yet. It will be released on August the 30th. I do not know how much money it will cost you. There's no mention of it in their press kit or anything like that. But I was given a key, just as a disclaimer, I was given a key for this game by the developer to take a look at it. So please keep that in mind as we go here. It's a puzzle game, railroad puzzle game. Very interesting and kind of weird. And I mean weird in a not a negative way. It's just when you first play it, it doesn't make any sense until you play a little bit more of it and then you realize how things are going. So best I could do is jump in and try to explain to you how this goes. So let's hit play. So what you have here is a grid, no duh. But you also have some colored tiles on this grid. Each of the colored tiles corresponds to the type of the tile that you can put on there. I know that doesn't make any sense, but you'll kind of see as we go here. You start out with 50 million gold coins. We'll get into what that means later. And what the game wants you to do is to select a challenge. This is what you'll be trying to achieve for, trying to drive towards. So complete at least 5 railways between stations. You get 50 million gold for that. Complete at least 3 railways between stations is 30 million. And use 20 or more track tiles on any completed railway is 50 million. The goal is to hit 100 million. So selecting like a 50 mil challenge can help you reach that goal at the end, especially if you manage to succeed at the challenge. I will try to do the at least 5 railways between stations. We'll see how that works. First off, they give you a gold mine, and you got to put this down anywhere where there's a colored tile that matches what you can do here. So I'm going to now the thing about mines is the rails do not count going through mines, right? So you have to be a little bit cautious where you put your mine, because you have to get rails to it on both sides, and be able to, in order to connect stations. I mean, the stations on one side of it will not connect to the other one unless they're connected through something else. So I think I'm going to try this section here, and then here's our stations, and we get to place these anywhere we want. It's hard to tell where to put them, but you kind of have to just figure out what would be the easiest way to do it. You can see I've got a selection of all these areas. I can't put it here because you can't put rails through mountains. That's why these are tied off here. And each one of these stations can only go on one side. So once you do one side, you can't do the rest. So I'm going to kind of put this guy right here, I think. This one, all these stations are pretty much the same as far as I can tell. It's just a matter of figuring out where you have enough leeway to get tracks in to do it. And I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense yet either, but it will in a bit. I'll put a railway here, and I'll put another one maybe there. Putting them very close together is also not a good idea. You might think, oh, if you just put it here, you just need straight lines. Yeah, not really. Getting straight lines is not as easy as you might think. I guess I'll put it right there. And then we have a bonus tile, so if you actually connect this bonus tile, you get some extra gold for it. I'll just throw it down here for now. Alright, so hit the X to get a new tile to put down. And it's going to give me a red one here, so we can only put that on the red tiles. That's what I was talking about as far as the colors go. Now, here's where the game is, you might look at this and go, what the heck is going on here? Well, this tile here is free. So, because there is a challenge in the game that says don't spend your starting money. You can spend the money that you gain after it, but you can't spend your starting money. And you might think, how's that possible? Well, these tracks here, these tiles are free. If I don't like this tile, which this tile is probably the worst one you can get because it's got the 2 rails going this way, I can spend money, spend coins, to get one of these other ones, which are wild cards. You can put them, I think, pretty much anywhere on the board. Kind of. This one, we won't know what track we'll get. We won't know until we actually spend money. This one we know is going to be a straight track, and this one will be a curved. I am just going to throw this somewhere where it doesn't matter, basically. So I'm just going to throw this down here. And then you can rotate them as much as you want and all that stuff. But once you put it down, and you can pick it up too, but once you put it down, you have to hit X, and then it locks into place. And we get another tile. This one is a blue one. Okay, and it's another... Well, this one is not quite as bad. What I can do here is say... This one could go here and spin around that way. That might work. Got another one of these, huh? I'll just throw this up here where it doesn't matter right now. Alright, we got a curved piece. I'm going to put that here. Hopefully we get a straight piece that we can put down. Oh, we did, but not the right color. Okay, we'll put this here. And this one you gotta be careful with, because what this does is you can see it's got like a little tunnel there. One side will connect, the other side, yeah, will not. Like it's very easy to think, oh, something coming down here will go out to the right, but no, it's just literally go down and go to the right, or up and to the left. It's not like you can't just turn and go this way. I know it's obvious looking at it, but I've gotten into spots where I'm like, why did this not connect in my mind? It's like, oh, that's because it doesn't work that way. So you gotta be mindful of that. And speaking of that, I could put this like right here, and yeah, we can have that go. No, actually, because again, that's nothing can connect in here then, right? Well, there's nothing up here to connect actually. So that might be okay. That might be okay. Actually, you know what? Let's just put it here. Then that's connected. Somewhat. It's not connected yet because I gotta put one down here still. So with this guy... With this guy... You can go either way. So I think I could put him here. Is that true? Yes, I can put him that way. And that should work. We're connecting both sides. Okay. And then this actually... Does this work this way? This might work here. Yeah, if I can get this to spin correctly. Yes, that works that way. You don't have to worry about all the tiles. Like, not all of them have to connect. You just really need to worry about the ones that are on the path to your... Because it's going to give you enough tiles to fill up the whole board. You just need enough to fill in your stations. That's why I'm not sweating too much here about that stuff. let's see. Where do we want to put this? You know what? We can just shove that up there for now. Just get it out of the way. Now this one can go here and spin that way. There we go. Excellent. Okay, just put this there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't much matter. Alright, this guy will obviously go here. Then we got this blue one. I will say you can maybe go here. It doesn't really work that way. That'll work. That'll work that way. Okay. I guess we'll have to put this here. You see how it gets really dicey now because you're trying to fit these in a spot where they won't cause they won't get in the way of the path you're trying to build. I could put this here, right? Just have it go like that. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. This guy will go right here. And you can see now this guy is connected to the gold mine, so that's, and this guy is too. So you can see I did those right for a change. This one can go either here or there. I don't want to put it here because I want to make sure I have another way to get into here, even though this guy should be able to do it through this path. So I'm just going to put it here so that this continues on. Yeah, put it there. And we have this one. This will work here as well, I believe. I believe I can put that here. Yep, there we go. That one's connected. You can see we get money every time we connect to our mine. So over here, oh, I can't put it there right now, so that's all right. We'll just throw this one over there. No biggie. I'm not even putting anything here for some reason. You know what? It's a slightly different color. They've chosen colors that all kind of run into one another. So you're like, why is this not highlighting? But yeah, it's just the way that it is here, friends. Okay, I think we can make this work. I think if I put it here and I go like that, that will be connected. Yep, there we go. And I got the bonus because all this is connected, so we got the bonus here, and I also completed the challenge, so all these things are connected, which is good. And now it's just a matter of finishing out the path here. there's a reward for getting a lot of these things to connect to one another, but I'm not really too concerned about it. So we're just gonna slap these down right now because I've already hit my goal of 100,000. So now it's just a matter of not screwing up what's already here, which we really can't do because these are all connected. There we go. Just throw that there. Doesn't really matter. And eventually they'll start giving us wild cards. Like this will be a wild card now. So we got silver. Silver gives you money if you use it somewhere good. So I guess we'll just put that here. There you go. And we've got this guy. I'll just throw him there. Doesn't matter. Not connected to anything. I'd like to try to get this connected up here, because then that would connect all these guys. Yeah, well, this guy can just go there. It doesn't matter. Will not matter right now. Alright, and you will just go there. I have one tile left. If I can get a straight tile, even if I have to buy it, I'll buy it. I don't have to buy it. We've got a... Well, yeah, no, this should work, right? Kind of. Level 2 track inspector we got. Nice, we leveled up. 1 railway, 4 gold are connected to gold mines. We got the bonus. And yeah, we hit our goal and all that stuff. So you can see how this kind of works. There's guys that are really doing really good. They're level 9, but you know, lots and lots of money they're being made. So it's when you first look at it, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense how things are working. Because they don't really give you a tutorial. They just kind of throw you in. And it's like, you know, it comes down to how well you've planned ahead as far as positioning your stations, strategically paying money for things, for rails when you need them, and just kind of like getting things to sort of be sorted out properly. It's just you have to kind of finagle things and move things around. You have to also be able to just say, you know, I'm just going to burn a bunch of tiles here and there. Like there's ways of, if you know, I believe you get a bonus for how many tiles that are actually connected to one another and actually connect to the, you know, how much railway you put between stations, and all that stuff. So like if I had fixed all these that they actually connected up and whatnot, it would work. In this case, it's not much you can do here because there's 2 mountains. You can't go through the mountains, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's pretty much the core gameplay loop. It's a puzzle game. It's a very interesting and, like I said, very weird concept. I don't think I've seen a puzzle game quite do something like this. Usually it's more like they give you a train and they say complete the track. This one is more like figure out where you want to put all the stuff and just make it as efficient as you can. So that's why it's weird, but also very interesting at the same time. I can't say that there's anything other than having some sort of tutorial, like to show you like what's going on. Because like I said, this is not the type of thing that you just kind of sit down and suddenly, like, you have to play it a little bit and you have to fail in order for it to just kind of, you know, get a light bulb moment in your brain, I think. Because it doesn't initially make any sense as to what the hell you're doing. And actually, honestly, the UI is a bit strange. Like when I first sat down and ran the game, I didn't gather. I was like, why is nothing working? Because you had to actually click on stuff on the right hand side. Like it starts with the challenges and all that stuff. And I'm like, why do I have to click on that? I haven't done anything yet. Like, you know, at first you sit down, you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then I started clicking on things, and it was like, oh, okay, I have to select a challenge, I have to select the gold mine, all that stuff. And it didn't really, none of that really meshes at first. It's like, what am I doing and why am I doing it? And so it would be really, I think, important that they have at least some sort of tutorial, even if it's just, you know, a screen that says, step 1, do this, step 2, do this, step 3, do this, step 4, do this, and here's why you're doing it, you know, because otherwise it's, you kind of sit there and you're scratching your head like, I don't get it. So it took me a couple rounds of playing before I figured out what was going on here, as far as the game is concerned. And also, why they start over here and clicking things instead of maybe over here on the left, I don't quite know. It's just weird. It's like you're not used to working from right to left. You're used to working from left to right. But that is where we stand on that. And you get your music and help. There is a help here. There's a help guide. It's like each station is connected with each other is rewarded. Receive extra for each. But this is, the railway cannot pass over the same length of track twice. Like, none of this is really helpful. I mean, it certainly is a help guide, but it's not it doesn't explain to you the gameplay loop, right? It just explains to you, like, the rules. And the rules don't really, or the limits, I should say. The limits don't really help you if you don't know what the hell you're actually trying to do. Right, so it's like they gotta like give you something that's like, here's how this game is played, you know, not here's what you can't do, because again, none of this helps you actually play the game. It just says, here's your limitations, right? Which you need to know your limitations, sure, but at the same time, it's not helping you actually figure out how this game works. So I think if they could get that onboarding down, I think they're good to go here. Everything else about the game is pretty good. These colors, yeah, you're going to have to find better colors. Like, there needs to be more contrast between these colors. Like, I forget what the name of it is, but there are people who have difficulty distinguishing between shades of colors. And these are, I get the feeling, I don't know for sure because I can distinguish between them, but I get the feeling that these colors might be a little too close together to where someone with that disability won't be able to really tell what's going on. And like you saw on the last map, like this one's a little bit better, but like you saw on the last map, some of these colors are so close together that even I'm having trouble. Like this white is not actually white. It's, you can see here's white, and here's off-white, and here's a lighter blue than this blue, but it's not quite this color, it's this color, and this color is a little bit less than that color, and it's like when these trains are rolling by, you can never really tell which one you're going to get. You know, it's just, it's nice that they put, you know, little icons there as to what rows and columns you can actually put things in, but trying to figure it out otherwise is, you know, a little bit baffling. So maybe having more contrast between these colors is something else that they might want to look into. But anyway, my friends, I wonder if I can get back to the main menu. Yes, I can. Yes, I can indeed. This, my friends, has been Railed. It is by Wargem LLC. It is not released yet. It will be released on Steam August the 30th. I was provided a key by the developers, so please keep that in mind as you listen to this, and you know, be sure to do your own due diligence on things. Also, I don't know how much it's going to be when it comes out. There's no indication of it in their press kit that I could see, so I don't know. Well, you'll have to see when we see on August 30th. Anyway. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.